Hello everyone and welcome to my Impress TV 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A sobbing Sheila regrets her inability to stop sugar. Finn implored Sheila to remain conscious inside the abandoned building. Sheila, despite her filth and exhaustion, managed to smile. Deacon claimed love for her and stated that he would never give up on her. Sheila was helped by the men to sit with her back against a wall. Finn determined that Sheila, who was dehydrated, needed to be hospitalized. They gave her a few sips of water and asked her to describe what transpired. Deacon and Finn attempted to loosen the chain that held Sheila to the steel beam on the wall. "It would not budge, Lord. I could use a little help here," Deacon remarked, looking skyward. He tried again, and the chain gave way. He looked up, expressed gratitude, and inquired whether Sheila was ready to return home. Examined Sheila and discovered that she had slightly dilated pupils and was underweight. He felt fortunate that she had survived. When Deacon questioned if sugar had done it, Sheila grew furious. Sheila stammered and screamed sugar's name. Deacon and Finn questioned Sheila about what sugar had done, but she shook her head, suggesting that they were incorrect. No, she complained. Steppy house, Sheila lamented. Sug sugar hurt, Steffi, Sheila stammered. Deacon determined that sugar intended to kill Steffi. Sheila shook her head, sobbing. "I am sorry," Sheila claimed. She tried to stop sugar from injuring Steffi. "I loved you all so much, and I couldn't stop her. Sheila cried. Finn assured Sheila that Steffi was fine and that she did not need to worry about her or the children. Sheila burst out laughing when she found out Steffi was still alive. Sheila praised God, mumbling that she loved them so much. Finn assured Mom that she would be fine and that they would take care of her. He remarked that he had thought he had lost her, yet she was present. He hugged her and told her that was all right and she would be okay. Rich told Eric that his legs had fallen off. Steffi snapped out of her musings. Rich questioned what was going on and why she was so distracted. She claimed Finn was not returning her calls, and she was on edge because of Deacon's occupation. Rich calling Deacon a fool, and Finn, a doctor, believed Finn was probably busy saving someone at the time. Steffi was aware that Sheila had left, yet she felt her presence in the air around her. Rid claimed that Sheila was no longer in the air and had vanished permanently. Steffi mentioned Deacon playing with Finn's head, and Rid advised that Finn block him. She wanted Finn would, and complained that Sheila was still interfering with Steffi's marriage. Steffi decided to go to El Giordino and persuade Deacon to cease with his theories regarding Sheila at El Giordino. Ivy hoped she hadn't gone too far, but the shy Liam refused to call it that. When a lovely woman took his face into her hands, she thought he hadn't aged much, and he looked better than she remembered. Ivy acknowledged that she'd been contemplating about kissing Liam for a long time, and he quipped that doing so over a conference call would have been pretty difficult. "And because you were married," Ivy explained. Ivy questioned why he felt she had actually prolonged her play over. Liam explained that it had been to see Eric. She nodded, saying she wanted to catch up with Liam too, even though it had been a long time. She remembered how much she enjoyed their time together. Liam showed off photographs of Beth and Kelly. Ivy CDD over them, convinced he was the sweetest father, and she felt his delight in his girls was endearing. Liam stated that they were all doing well with co-parenting and the children were managing it better than he was. Liam explained that Hope and he had worked hard on their marriage only to have it. He also stated that Steffi was married with a spouse and child and resided in the Cliff House. Ivy adored the spot and remembered a New Year's Eve she and Liam had spent there. She mentioned that they'd had a lot of wonderful nights, and he smiled in agreement. She inquired as to how things had gone for him. He said that he had ended 2 significant relationships, lost his path, and lost them. Ivy decided that it had been their loss as well. She touched his hand, hoping he realized how special he was and how much he was loved by many. Ivy reminded Liam of how kind he was and wondered how many men would marry a lady to save her from being deported. Liam said that it had been illegal, she was aware of it. But she said that it demonstrated his benevolence and that he had had an impact on her life. She remembered when he rescued her from the sand, she admitted that things had gotten complicated and they might want to rescind some of their statements. She was confident Hope and Steffi would agree nonetheless they had loved him, and any woman would be fortunate to have him. Ivy has often wondered what her life would have been like if she had not left California. She stated that if she did not have a flight to catch, she had a million ideas for things she could do with Liam. Liam's mood brightened, and she explained that she hadn't intended it to sound like that. Liam, embarrassed, said that they'd had all varieties of fun, so Ivy and Liam talked about how long it had been, and she stated they'd almost been kids. She could still see it clearly and prayed that he hadn't forgotten. A flashback showed Liam and Ivy on the boat in Amsterdam. She stated that they were young and carefree, and that she had always carried a piece of him in her heart. Ivy leaned over the table to kiss Liam. Steffi entered the restaurant and watched the kiss. The host inquired about her needs. She replied she was looking for Deacon and would meet him later. Ivy closed the evening by expressing that any woman, including herself, would be happy to have Liam. Steffi approached the table saying that her cousin had come to town without telling her. Steffi wondered whether Ivy had come solely to put a huge one on Liam. Kimberland Brown has something to say about Sheila's return, and you thought you were the only one who couldn't figure this out, right? Kimberland Brown, the star of The Bold and the Beautiful, appears to have something to say regarding her character. Sheila Carter's return to the imaginary town of Los Angeles. But then again, she didn't really leave, right? Continue reading below for everything you need to know. Kimberland Brown from The Bold and the Beautiful had some things to say about Sheila's return. Kimberland tells Deadline in a new interview that she had no idea The Bold and the Beautiful executive producer Brad Bell would invite her back on the show so soon after Sheila's alleged death. She described it this way: he was really ambiguous. He was like, okay, I'm working on something, I'm not sure what it is. And I said, okay, talk about a roller coaster. The only thing I can think of is that it could be because of my followers or everyone who commented who helped make it go viral. Brad listens. He does pay attention, and I genuinely feel that my followers, fans, and those who have loved to loathe Sheila all these years are responsible for my return. Kimberland also admitted that she was taken aback by some of the comments she received from admirers following Sheila's death. She stated, I was being killed off the program, but here I had literally millions of people unhappy about it and making it very public on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, which was really great for me to witness. It was fantastic to witness the impact that my character had over the years of playing her. The Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers: what's next for Sheila Carter? The actress also acknowledged that she has little say over her character Sheila and where the writers would take her. She explained, I've never questioned why they do what they do. I am more the type of person who is grateful that my profession lasted as long as it did. During the daytime, it has been an incredible ride. It goes without saying that fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will have to tune in to see what happens next. The Bold and the Beautiful airs weekdays on CBS. Check the local listings for times. Tell us what you think of this story. Leave your opinions in the comments area below. Watch this space for the most recent breaking news. Return to celebrating the soaps to learn everything you need to know about the young and the restless General Hospital. The Bold in the Beautiful. Days of our lives, the British royal family, and the most popular celebrities.